articles in the paper. Generally, people are going to bring those articles in. Lots of letters to the editor. We have a lot of people who are extremely good writers, and they've written some good letters, and they get published pretty often in the paper, espousing a lot of different, on a lot of different subjects. We decide on some social issues, what we're going to do, some causes, anything of interest.
Let's talk about one issue with the time we have left. There is certainly a movement, if not orchestrated movement of some large size going on in America today that is stating that according to the Constitution and the Founding Fathers, that there was no need for freedom from religion, and that only freedom of religion is guaranteed in the Constitution. And a lot of people are saying that that's all there needs to be. How do you address that? How do you tell people exactly your opinions on that? What is the need? What is the difference in the need between freedom from religion and freedom of religion as atheists see it?
I feel very strongly about that. First of all, there is no freedom of religion unless there is freedom from religion. You just can't have one without the other. It's a misdescription to say you can pick any religion you want as long as you pick a religion and call that religious freedom. That's just not correct. By having true religious freedom, where you have freedom from religion, freedom to believe or not believe, that not only is good for us, it's good for everybody. That gives everybody the freedom to think as they see fit. And I think that's the kind of freedom that our founding fathers had in mind. But I think it's the right way, whether it's what they had in mind or not. I think
freedom of religion would be covered under freedom from religion.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, one necessitates the other. Is that correct? I mean,
yes.
In order to have freedom of religion, you're saying we have to also start out with freedom from religion,
right,
if you so want. If you choose to opt out of the choice altogether, that's the question. And an atheist wants to do that, right?
That's what an atheist wants to do, but we also support anybody believing whatever they want. They have the right to do it. We support their right to believe. And we find that we have allies who support our right not to believe. And those are our friends. But there's some out there that say that you shouldn't have that freedom. That you need to pick one from column A or column B, but you got to have a religion or a God or something like that. And that's not right. That's not true. It just doesn't work.
You find there are some religious people also who agree with you that freedom from religion is necessary in this country?
Yes, absolutely. We have allies among the religious. There are large groups that are involved that involve many religious groups that, for example, support strict separation of church and state. I don't see how we can say that those people are anything but our friends, because that increases our freedom. It gives the atmosphere where religious freedom can truly blossom when the church and state are not interconnected.
There are a few things that have been called violations of separation of church and state. Right here in Austin, first of all, we mentioned this a minute ago about prayers and city council meetings, but there is also a monument to the Ten Commandments at the U.S. Capitol, the state capitol, Texas state capitol. And exactly how do atheists feel about these? Are these really considered to be violations, or are they just minor little problems that the religious impose upon other people that should be ignored or blown off? Is there something that is important in that? Atheists feel that these are real violations.
I feel it's an important, they're symbolic. They're symbolic of the oh God, I can't do this. I think they're symbolic of how Christianity specifically is held as infiltrating every area. One of the things that we all deal with every day is money. And, there we have God. Well, somebody's God. Who's God? Which God? But these little symbols are saying to us that we don't have the freedom. This is our government too.
There are probably some violations that are more serious than others. Having said that, though, having a monument on the grounds of the state capitol kind of says to me that it's not my capital. It's sort of saying it's the Christians run the place. And it's true that the majority of people in this country are Christians. Having paid taxes for a long time and served in the military of this country, I kind of claim it. And I feel that behavior like that, putting religious symbols, statements, or practices in the government, on government property, is if nothing else, it's rude.
You know, Don, that's true. There are estimates that at least 10% of the population are non-believers. And that's probably a very low estimate. So that means that there are at least 26 million Americans who are non-believers. So this is our country.
It is our country too, and it's very tiresome to hear our religious counterparts pretend that we don't exist.
We're here today, and obviously we do exist. That's one thing I'd like to do now that I have this opportunity, is I would like to proudly and publicly proclaim that I am an atheist, and that I am happy this way. I live a clean and respectable, decent, upstanding life. I pay taxes, I work full-time. I'm a father of two, I'm college educated, and I did spend some time in the U.S. military. So if there are any religious out there who feel that atheists are incapable of being ethical, moral, upstanding, clean, respectable Americans, patriots, then I'm living proof they're wrong. Also, I have two others here who are just like me in that respect, that they're atheists and still respectable citizens and patriots. Would you like to add that or what?
I would. The lady sitting next to me here works with the mentally ill. That's a very difficult occupation, and she does it with a smile on her face. I think that's just wonderful, and I'm proud to know you, Sue, and I'm proud that you're an atheist, a fellow atheist.
Thanks, Don. You know, I feel the same way.
Right. I guess we're getting closer to the end of our program. Once more, I'd like to ask if we could repeat the web address for the Atheist Community Boston.
Sure, that's www.atheist-community.org. And please leave a call, leave us a message at 371-2911. Thank you.
And that's our voicemail.
Okay, well, we expect to hear from you. If you're interested in meeting fellow atheists, if you want to call and get some information about atheism and our group.
Yes, don't be afraid to call. We're definitely an upbeat, happy group of atheists, and when we meet, it's lighthearted. We have good times, a good sense of humor, joke around a lot. We do also have some serious work to do, and our activities are often based on activist ideas and ideals, but also our groups and meetings are very lighthearted. Like I said, we laugh just like other people, and when we do get together, we always welcome anyone who would like to join us. And was there much else to say?
Join us for our future programs. We're going to have a weekly spot, and hope to bring you some more information. Bye.
My name is Joe Zemecki, Sue, and Don. We thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
members of the atheist community of Austin. A lot of people wonder what atheism is. Dictionary definitions vary, with the prefix a meaning without and the suffix theism meaning God is what the word means to me, without God. It is not belief, but an absence of belief, an absence of belief in the supernatural. When you look for books on atheism in the library, you will rarely find one written by an atheist. Important books by major atheists such as Madeline O'Hare and Dan Barker are hard to find. You will find that most of the books are written by priests, Protestant ministers, and other religious people who characterize atheism as a belief system. I've yet to see a religious person discuss atheism sensibly.